Hey guys, Bearded CB82 here today, back here in the shop. And so today what we're gonna do, excuse me, voice crack, you know, happens when you finally hit puberty, I know. We're gonna take a real quick look here at some different options a lot of people might have on some channel locks. Obviously, shop where you're always working on big stuff like this or bigger stuff. I've worked on overhead cranes that span hundreds of feet in the past, and a lot of other heavier stuff courtesy Uncle Sam. So we're gonna take a quick look at not vice grips. Vice grips comes later. I mean channel locks today. So give you an idea what you can get for bang for your buck, as well as a couple other options that are out there, and give you an idea on, you know, is there really much of a difference, especially when you can still pay for some, you know, USA made stuff or some stuff overseas that might be a little bit cheaper. So stay tuned. So I had to get some stuff organized over here and all set up. So first thing we're going to look at is kind of one of the handier sets that I have, the little bitty channel lock 4 1/4. These are 9, maybe 10 years old, give or take, close to 10. I keep them oiled up. You know, they still collect a little bit of rust. They've had, you know, some rougher storage conditions than what they currently have. But overall, not too bad. Oh, check the description box below. I'm gonna try to find the best place online that you guys can buy them. I mean, for, you know, a lot of people, it's just as simple as going down to your hardware store, any hardware store, and picking a set up. Sometimes Amazon has them cheaper. I don't know. I know it's cheaper than the tool truck, because I already I got these guys off the tool truck. Oh, turn them right side up here. Nipex, and they were a little bit pricier than what they were if you were to go on Amazon, honestly, and buy them. Amazon's been the cheapest place I can find personally for Nipex, so keep that in mind. Excuse me, frog in my throat. So anyways, so these are our two similarly sized options. Try to get them lined up here for you. The Nipex, as you can see, just a little bit smaller, a little bit more narrow profile, even a narrower profile on the head. Now, they do have a couple different jaw options for these as well. Like you can see on these guys, these I think these are the 440s, 442s. You know, they've got the curved jaws. This one has straight jaws, straight jaws. Most of what I do have is straight jaws, but they've got a couple other jaw options as well from the channel locks lineup. Now these are nice. You can fit them in any tool belt, fit them in your pocket real easy, and they can, well, other than the crud that's embedded in there, the teeth are actually holding up really good. And yeah, I need to clean those out with a screwdriver sometime. It happens, it's a shop. But then another difference is, here on the Nipex, you've actually got a locker. So what that does, push that in, that detent, and that can actually lock them into place wherever you need them to be. And we've all been there before, where we're trying to get around something and it slips one way or the other. It's one thing that Nipex has added. Like I said, Nipex can get a little spendy, but then their jaws, now keep in mind, these are brand new, haven't been used yet. Been holding on to them for a special occasion. And see my previously posted video and you'll see it there. But yeah, they're a really good set. I'm probably gonna look into see eventually what getting a nice 3-piece set of these, you know, all 3 different sizes. But this one's getting donated to another giveaway. So you guys, find out where you can win this guy later. Now, here, got a set of blue points, and these have been fairly decent. They came as part of the Blue Point kit where I got the cart from. a little bit of schmooze in there. Jaws have been holding up pretty decent. They're about 2 years old, and they have seen, you know, a fair amount of use over the past 2 years, but they hold up fairly well. I know you can get a, you know, this is part of their like 5, 6, or 7 piece plier set. That's like a, when it's on sale, it's like $100 or $130 or something like that. And you know, it comes with a lineup of all sorts of other pliers. You guys checked out my toolbox video, you've seen those. But fairly corrosion resistant. You know, it does have a little bit on there, you know, and some of the chemicals we use in the shop on the wash bay side gets pretty rough, but these were usually in a drawer, even in my other tool cart. They are made in China. Sometimes that's a deal breaker, but I'll compare them here to the closest thing that I could find out of all my tools, with channel lock. Get them lined right up here, and they are just a little bit smaller, just a tick smaller than the channel locks, and these are the 430s. Jaw profile is pretty similar. The head's a little bit beefier. Ah, man, I don't know what the heck's going on, but the head is a little bit beefier on the 430s, and cost-wise, I think you can pick these up at Menards like 20 bucks-ish. So, and I think this off the truck would probably be like 20, 25-ish, and made in the USA. One of those deals. And just to prove about durability, these 442s that I showed you here a little bit ago, they're getting a little bit of wobble in them. They're over 20 years old. I mean, what do you expect? So plenty of wear and tear. These are my daily uses now. These get used a lot and have continued to get used a lot. Every once in a while I might put a light coat of oil on it and dry it back off, but just to show you what 20 years of use is, yeah, there's a little bit of wear on the jaws there, but they're still in really good shape. I'm not nice to tools, and you guys know that, but they still got plenty of life left in them yet. Like I said, I think these are the $20, $25 range for these guys as well. A little bit longer than the 430, but they're good. So then, gotta grab one more comparison here. The ones that I don't use a whole lot are the 460s. Yeah, these are big. When I do use it, you know, it's rough, but I have used them. I think this was about maybe around the $30 mark, 6 years ago, 5 years ago. I got them from Menards as well. Once again, made in the USA. And I'm gonna compare it to, this is Mac. These are Macs. I don't know if you can make that out or not right there. No, probably not. M460 Golf. And these probably run you like the better part of $100 off of a tool truck. It's funny how they have the same part number, 460. You know what's even funnier? Well, channel lock's just got a little bit more meat to it. But look at that. Same exact thing. So just a little bit thinner on the profile of the head, but outside of that, everything's identical. You know, yeah, made in USA, 460, model 460, made in USA, 30, 35-ish, maybe a little bit more. It's been a few years, and probably the better part of $100. I don't know. Mac Tools, just like Matco, don't want to stop by. They don't want to warranty shit or get our money, so we trade in our tools elsewhere and pay Snap-on. It's one of those things. But and then some people are going to be like, well, what about the ones from Harbor Freight? I got a pliers set. Let's see, 2007. Yeah, 9 years ago. It was one of those $10 with the coupon plier sets. Had 5 different types of pliers or so, and it came with about the same size as the 442s for channel locks. The first time I went to use them, had them open, wrapped them around, it was on a ball hitch actually. I was trying to hold the ball, well, the base of the ball where it's hexed out, while I had a wrench, try and give it an extra little oomph to crank it down tight because I had a lock nut on it. And it sheared straight across, right there, just popped straight off. First time I went to use them, I tossed them straight in the frickin' junk pile, never again. Like I said about another set of pliers when I did my lineup series several months back. They're big slip joint pliers, work good. They're lineman's pliers, still working good. It's just the one piece out of that set, it was a $10 set. What do you expect? But all the rest of them seem to be doing fine. So sometimes made in China ain't the way to go. Sometimes Taiwan, USA, other places. The Blue Points are holding up though. I gotta hand it to them. They're a good set. But yeah, sometimes you don't have to look too far to find good quality. I mean, yeah, they're still holding up. Look at them. They're beat to crap. So anyways, I think this video's gone on long enough as a nice little bitty comparison. I'm gonna put a couple links down below just in case other people are curious. Put a couple to Nipex down there. Like I said, it's the cheapest place I can find it. It's like $25 more for whatever you want to buy. Well, 15 to 25 more off the tool truck than it is to go on Amazon, you know. And other things, you know, I mean, yeah, you can just go down to, you know, Menards, Lowe's, I think sells these. Home Depot, I think sells channel lock. You know, they're worth the investment, you know, especially right off the bat. You don't need to have a full snap-on set, which are, I don't have one here to show you, but big toolbox is what they left in. The size like this that are snap-on, the head of it rises up that high. Yeah, they got the nice spring load in them to, you know, work your jaws open for you. But the head is literally that much higher. If you need to get into a little bit narrower of a spot, you know, these Matco ones are the same thing, you know. But overall, yeah, I like channel lock. Not everything's got to be snap-on. As a matter of fact, I like channel lock so much, I've got another 440. This is another older set that I have. Oh, that's the 430. 442. There we go. 442. Same size, same profile, just the jaws are different. So 442 circular jaws, 440s straights. These ones usually live in my truck. Oh boy, I don't know what the heck it is. Anyways, guys, take care, stay safe. Remember, shop safety is just as important as tool safety. You screw something up, somebody could die. And tell Super Trucker we say hi. Later, guys.